I don't want to speculate, ano. What I can probably say is that kung ginigiit ni Prosecutor Kang na walang basihan yung alegasyon na yan and he want to be treated fairly, I suppose that appeal should apply to the former president as well. Because what we've been saying is that he has not been treated fairly insofar as his case before the ICC is concerned. So, if there is one rule that should be applied, it should be applied to all.
Opo, attorney, magandang umaga, may buntag si Admar po. Sa regular ba na korte, pwede pa ba maglatag sa kasalukuyan ng mga ebidensya na ang haba-haba na ng kanilang panahon at yung mga akusasyon nila way before pa at meron pang mga ganito? Pwede pa bang maglatag sila ng bagong ebidensya?
Yan ang hindi ko masagot ng direktsahan na Edman, patungkol sa ICC procedure. Kasi dito sa Pilipinas po, after arraignment, meron pong tinatawag na pre-trial kung saan yung mga both parties, the prosecution and the defense, ilalatag na nila yung mga ebidensya nila. And on the basis of what has been stipulated, marked as evidence during the pre-trial, that will now be the basis for the prosecution to prove their case on the basis of the testimonial and documentary evidence that were already agreed during the pre-trial, and as well as the defense. They will also have to limit their evidence based on what was already proposed during the pre-trial. Dito sa ICC, iba. Kasi nga, tapos na yung investigasyon, tapos na yung confirmation of charges hearing, noong February, ang sinasabi nila, the charges are already, there is enough evidence to proceed with trial. Ibig sabihin, meron na silang ebidensya, pero hanggang ngayon, kumukuha pa rin sila ng ebidensya, naghahanap pa rin sila ng ebidensya. Yun po ang nakapagtataka insofar as we Filipino lawyers are concerned. Kasi nga, hindi po nangyayari yan sa kaso. There are a few exceptions that happen. Yung tinatawag po nating newly discovered evidence. Ibig sabihin na discovery lang po natin during the course of the trial. And for that matter, the court may, in his discretion, allow. Pero iba po yung sinasabi nila rito eh. Yung mga ebidensya na kinukuha pa o dinadagdag pa doon sa nakalap na nilang ebidensya. It's more of the same. So ibig sabihin that should have already been brought out much earlier than before the pre-trial. Before the trial would have begun.
Opo, at marami din pong mga nakapansin nga, no? Lalo na doon sa mga recent na mga paglalagda ni former President Rodrigo Duterte na tila nahihirapan na siya sa pagsusulat, attorney, at sa comment section maraming mga nagpahayag po ng pag-alala, no? Ng mga supporters sa dating Pangulo. Ano po masasabi niyo po rito?
I subscribe to that observation. I like to say this. Even before, when he was already bumaba na sa pwesto, at since I've been dealing with him in some legal matters, in one pleading, wala pa ito, hindi pa pumutok itong mga bangayan between the Marcos and the Duterte. I went to his house and I asked him to sign a pleading that he was supposed to sign. When he signed the pleading, he was already slow in signing. He was very careful in making his signature. That was about 2 years ago. So I would not be surprised na sa ngayon talagang mahina na yung pagsusulat ng dating Pangulo. And that is an indication of the state of health and mental well-being that he has at this moment. So I'd like to, for those who are listening right now, I'd like to ask for your continued prayer and support para patuloy na malakas yung kalooban ng presidente, malakas yung pangangatawan niya, no? That he would be able to see this through because he really wants this trial to be done, and that hopefully in God's own time he would be proven innocent.
Opo, Kamakailan lang ay nagbabala ang ICC court, no, yung presiding judge ukol nga po dito sa pagkokomento ng mga partido, no, both ng nagpo-prosecute at depensa, mga media comments po, no. At pwede ba silang maglabas din ng gag order dito, attorney? Kasi marami din tayong mga naririnig sa kampo ng isa, pati yung mga sumusuporta doon sa mga nag-accuse dito sa dating Pangulo na hindi mo naman maiwasan, magre-reply din yung isa kasi tatanungin din sila, attorney.
Yes, actually, in the world of social media, and I'm new to this, no. Sometimes I'm even fascinated by how people react publicly, and how people react to the reactions of other people. And it's very dangerous, not only fascinating. Merong tinatawag na meme, merong mga tinatawag na mga social post na fake naman. I like to say that, no? At meron namang totoo pero exaggerated. Ibig sabihin, they try to exaggerate something that has been reported to be factual. So, yun po ang iniiwasan ng korte ng ICC as regards that. But I suppose yung gag order would be addressed to the parties and to the counsels, no, sa kaso. Kasi hindi nila mapigilan. Yung the world of social media, I don't think they would be able to prevent that. It's all around the world, people are reacting to this case. So even if they wanted to, and this is just my 2 cents worth of opinion, even if they wanted to gag people who have been commenting negatively or positively on the case, they would not be able to implement or execute whatever gag order they may have. Sa lawak ng usapin, sa dami na nag-uusap at nagdedebate patungkol sa kasong ito, mahirapan po yung korte to implement properly whatever order they may want to impose.
Opo, sa tingin niyo po may epekto po ba yung pagkakasangkot ng isang dating, yung prosecutor mismo ng ICC dito sa kaso po ni former President Rodrigo Duterte na sasangkot ngayon sa kontrobersya at ngayon nga ay kamakailan lang ay sinuspinde din siya. Nakikita niyo po bang may pwedeng mapagkunan doon ng hugot ang lalo na sa depensa? Baka nagawa lang ng prosecutor yon para may mga pagtakpan, attorney?
I don't want to speculate, ano? What I can probably say is that kung ginigiit ni Prosecutor Kang na walang basihan yung alegasyon na yan and he want to be treated fairly, I suppose that appeal should apply to the former president as well. Because what we've been saying is that he has not been treated fairly insofar as his case before the ICC is concerned. So, if there is one rule that should be applied, it should be applied to all.
Huli na lamang po, attorney, buhay pa ba ang petisyon ninyo sa Korte Suprema at maaari pa rin ba itong makatulong para po dito kay former President Rodrigo Duterte sa ICC?
The petition that was filed by former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and Senator Bato de la Rosa is still pending before the Supreme Court. What is the latest incident actually is the pending motion for reconsideration that was filed by Attorney Bobe Torion for Senator Bato de la Rosa, and we would hope that the Supreme Court would resolve that sooner than expected, and hopefully would be able to resolve the main issue in this case. And having said that, to your question, obviously, whatever decision the Supreme Court may have on the petition filed by the former president would definitely have an effect on the ICC case pending before the ICC. I mean.
Opo. Attorney, follow-up lamang po at reaksyon mo na lang dito nga sa naging pahayag ni Shunichi Fujiki, kamakailan, yung Managing Director po ng International Career Support Association. Sabi po niya, the prolonged detention of former President Duterte without any formal charges is nothing less than a crime against humanity. They executed an arrest first only to begin building a case afterward. Inyo pong reaction doon, Attorney.
I would agree with that statement as to the relevant period. At the time he said that, wala pa pong confirmation of charges hearing. Kasi iba kasi ito sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. I'd like to explain that a little bit. Iba kasi sa Pilipinas, kasi you build up a case and then you file a case in court, and once the court finds what they call probable cause, dalawang determination of probable cause po yan. Unang determination of probable cause is by the prosecution for the purpose of filing a case before the court. And the court will now determine probable cause for the purpose of issuing a warrant of arrest. Ngayon, may warrant of arrest na, balik tayo dito sa ICC, may warrant of arrest na yung dating Pangulo, and yet hindi pa kino-confirm yung charges. Ibig sabihin, they still do not know whether they have a case or not, no? Until February. So, yung statement na yan is only good as of February this year. Kasi now that the ICC said na meron na pong there is enough evidence to proceed to trial, then trial will have to proceed insofar as the case of the former president is concerned. Pero tama po yung pagkasabi in the context of time na meron na kayong warrant of arrest, pero hindi pa kayo makapagsabi kung may kaso o wala. It was only on February 2026 na, okay, may sapat na ebidensya na pala tayo na ituloy yung kaso to trial. Hindi sapat na ebidensya na kumbiktado yung kaso. Hindi pa po. Malayo pa po tayo dyan.
Alright, Attorney. At kaugnay nga ng mga serye ng karahasang nangyayari dito sa ating bansa, iniuugnay na naman po si FPRRD na siya daw yung nag-normalize ng karahasan. Attorney, ang context nito, yung nangyaring Tacloban shooting incident at iba pa. Ano masasabi po ninyo?
Natawa na lang ako dyan sa mga reaction na yan, and I cannot even imagine that it's coming from the official statement of government. Ganito na lang masasabi ko, baka yung lindol sa Davao Occidental, iuugnay din nila kay former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Yun na lang siguro ang pwede kong masabi. Kasi wala nang talagang wala nang kabuluhan yung reaction na yan eh.
Opo. Attorney, siguro yung huling mensahe na lamang sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, mga supporters po ng dating Pangulong Duterte, nanonood po at nakikinig po sa inyo sa mga oras na ito.
Thank you very much. Let's be keen on news coming from the ICC. Let's continue to monitor so that we'll be able to know exactly how the case is going right now, and especially the well-being of the former president. I appeal to you, continuously appeal to you, for your prayers and support for the former president. He has been our president, the people's president, for a long time, with only the people's interest in mind and heart. And it's time for us to give back to him what he needs most at this urgent time in his life, our prayer and support.